So this is what Sun Tzu's Warriors Rulebook looks like from a picture. But what does it really mean? We call Sun Tzu's science of strategy life's Swiss Army knife. Just like a normal Swiss Army knife, you can take out all the different tools and pieces and use them in every situation that you can come across. It addresses everyday problems, from your personal life to your public life. So what is a Sun Tzu system? Well, just like all these things right here, it's basically a way for you to understand your situation. It comprehends human psychology, how people act within situations, helps you make better decisions. It helps you progress and advance over time. But most importantly is the bottom one. It's the key to unlocking your potential in life. People often make decisions without direction, overlook hidden opportunities, waste time and effort, and not get credit for what they do. However, those trained in Sun Tzu's system we call strategists. They emphasize on knowing their situation, what is worth their time and resources, how to make easy change, and of course, how to get rewarded for what they do. We're born knowing how to run, cry, and fight. And while running and fighting are acceptable maybe 10% of the time or 1% of the time in strategy, most of these are actually the wrong way to react to challenges. Sun Tzu strategists are trained in interconnected rules to approach these challenges by making victory pay, maneuvering around obstacles, increasing our possibilities, and so on. Take looking out the window. Outside, you'll see people and the environment. The environment is made of the climate and the ground. Where ground is the source of resources and features, climate is the source of opportunities and change. Ground determines where we can go in the short term, and climate determines our opportunities. The organization is made of leaders and methods. Leaders make decisions by their character, and Sun Tzu says that they must have intelligence, bravery, strictness, trustworthiness, and caring. Methods are how we execute decisions, and a series of methods make up systems. But hold up a second, something's missing, and that's mission. Mission gives everything else purpose, and it gives us a sense of purpose, of whether we're in groups or individuals, and strong missions focus on certain time and place in the environment that unify the organization and focus our efforts. So what next? That's the 5 elements of a strategic position, and a little bit about Sun Tzu's strategy in general. Well, next is advancing our position, which, as I said earlier, comes in 4 steps. Those steps are listening, aiming, moving, and claiming. We call these 4 skills the progress cycle. Now, why do we call it that? Well, because over time we can make significant progress in our lives. To make progress, we increase knowledge, focus on avoiding distractions, finish what we start, getting recognition for our achievements. And those steps are to listen to map our position, aim to make each advance count, move it or lose it, and claim without shame. The rules in Section 2 of the Warriors Rulebook focus us to develop perspective by forming a network of contacts that we have relationships, correctly process and inspect information, look at things from the outside, close and far, and build a picture from the different puzzle pieces of information that we have. Now, the other side of things is identifying opportunities, and we do that by what opportunities that we have the resources for, knowing how to flip things around and find openings that size and advantages create for us, and of course the hidden opportunities that others miss. After we listen, we aim at a specific opportunity. We leverage probability by looking at the different ground restrictions that help us know the different characteristics of our opportunities, as well as looking at the trends of the climate to help us understand where things are going in the long run. Then we minimize mistakes or the actions that we choose to explore that opportunity by getting our priorities straight, focusing on exploring rather than planning, doing less, not more, focused efforts, and of course, defensive advances. Moving comes between the climate and the methods that we use to enact our decisions. So first of all, we respond to situations by recognizing our situation and responding quickly. Then we create momentum by taking standard approaches and releasing surprise or our innovations to those approaches with correct timing. Claiming comes between methods and the ground. And these are the methods to get the most resources out of our moves. Because no rewards are automatic. Productively speaking, if we were in a science lab, if I mix chemicals A and B together, I'm automatically going to get a certain kind of reaction. Well, things aren't deterministic here. Just because you do certain things doesn't mean you'll get rewarded for what you do. So first off, that's what we do is win rewards by making claims, securing those rewards, contacting others, getting attention, and using emotion. Then we understand vulnerability, because at this point, it's not about competitors if we have a good position. It's then about the climate changing and eroding our position over time. This can often incite what we call firestorms in Sun Tzu's strategy, which entails all of chapter 11 of Sun Tzu's book. These firestorms can be incited by us, just nature itself, or even our opponents. So we have to understand the points of vulnerability. We have to be able to lead in times of crisis, defend those key vulnerable points, and find opportunities in these situations. That was a lot of information. But that's just a brief overview of what you see when you look at this. In SOSI Concepts, we take each of these main ideas in each of these sections, and we really explain them in creative, illustrative, and, well, just plain out awesome ways. Or at least as much as my resources allow me to. So, with that, check out some SOSI Concepts today. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Mr. Balderdash, signing out.